Shalom, friends. And here we are once again, a little technical difficulties that caused us to disconnect for just a second, just as we were getting started. Today, I wanted to take a minute and continue what I was talking about on Shabbat when I was relaying the story of the spies that had gone to check out the land of Israel and gone to see what was taking place across the Jordan River as the Israelites were approaching Israel after leaving Egypt. As you know, 10 of the spies had negative reports. Their negativity would result in the Israelites marching in the desert for another 40 years until a new generation would establish itself, and a new generation with a new attitude would be responsible for going into the land of Israel. There's a lesson there, as I mentioned on Shabbat, a lesson about what it means to be positive and about how negativity can destroy our opportunities. Negativity can keep us from moving forward. It kept the Israelites from moving into the land of Israel. Negativity has affected many areas of our life, the least of which is our approach to Judaism. For so many years, for so long, our people experienced negativity when they came to the synagogue. What they heard was, you must do this, and you must do that. You will only be accepted if you can do this. You'll only be accepted if you can do that. But the fact of the matter is that we need to express something different when we approach our Jewish lives. And that's the essence of the story of the spies. We need to express a kind of joy and positivity as we go forward. Now, as many of you know, spend the summer preparing for the year ahead, our holidays and the classes that we will have soon. And in the fall, I intend to teach a class about a very famous section of Pirkei Avot, the Ethics of the Fathers. And as I was preparing today for those upcoming classes, I wanted to share with you something that I read one of my teachers wrote, and I thought it was true, inspirational, and something for us to look forward to for the fall is when we get together. My teacher is Alan Marinis, and this is from a book that he wrote with heart in mind. We'll be using this book quite a bit in the fall. Here's what he says. The central concern of Judaism is that you and I accomplish a personal, spiritual transformation in our lifetimes. That core intention can be lost in the welter of rituals, festivals, liturgy, and other performative aspects of the tradition. It becomes even less visible when buried under the weight of buildings, institutions, campaigns, and political structures that are, for some, the face, if not the totality, of the Jewish world. But the fact remains that at its core, the driving concern of Judaism is spiritual transformation. Now, I'm not sure many recognize that, realize that, or come to synagogue prepared for that to be the essence of why they are there. But we want that to be front and forward over this next year. He goes on to say, how do we know that spiritual transformation is at the center of Judaism? He says, consider the focus of the two holiest days on the ritual calendar, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Yes, there are hundreds of pages of prayers and many other ritual acts, but the central focus for these 2 days is a personal stock taking of the things one did or said in the previous year, followed by steps to repair damage, to set the stage for different behavior in the year to come. The Yerushalmi, the Jerusalem Talmud, puts it clearly. God said, since all came for judgment before me on Rosh Hashanah, and you left the judgment in peace, I consider it as you were created as a new being. Created as a new being. Wow. Something that we might not have expected to hear. Redoing ourselves. The project of becoming a new being is meant to be, in our Jewish tradition, a central thrust of our lives. There's a quote from Rambam I want to share with you. He says, do not even consider that the Holy Blessed One decrees upon all people at the time of their birth whether they will be good or bad. This is not so. Every person has the potential to be as righteous as Moses, our teacher, or as wicked as Jeroboam, clever or stupid, merciful or cruel, miserable or noble, or indeed to possess any of the other qualities. Nobody can force you, decree upon you, or lead you into one of the ways. But you should choose a way out of your own free will. That's the essence of our tradition. That's the essence of who we are as Jews. And that, over the next year, is what I intend to focus on in our teaching, in our lessons, in every conversation